The head of America's second-largest teachers union is being accused of gaslighting parents about the damage done to America's school children as a result of the unnecessary COVID lockdowns and closures. As record-low reading and math scores reveal the impact of school shutdowns, Randi Weingarten is trying to shift the blame, tweeting, quote, "Disruption was everywhere. It was bad regardless of whether schools were remote or in person." But Virginia Lieutenant Governor Winsome Sears says not only was this disaster caused by the teachers' unions, but Weingarten doesn't even apologize for the harm she's done to children.
This is what they do. She was one of the major proponents of closing our schools, and unfortunately, most of these Democrat governors listened to her and did exactly that. And now they're saying, oh, just forget about it. No, the problems are existing where our children did not learn, and matter of fact, they did not log in. Not one time, quite a few of them. Yeah. So what they're saying also is that the children did not have access to log on. And we as parents are saying it is time for us to take back education. And in fact, we are going to do that because we're going to elect different leaders.
The data shows that crime is spiraling out of control in Democrat-run cities, especially New York. But Democrat Governor Kathy Hochul says it's just a big Republican conspiracy.
These are master manipulators. They have this conspiracy going all across America to try and convince people that in democratic states they're not as safe. Well, guess what? They're also not only election deniers, they're data deniers. The safer places are the democratic states.
Former New York detective and Fox News contributor Dan Bongino says Hochul is a liar, and she is the one in denial.
One of the most offensive things you can do to voters is to tell them what they see in front of their face, in fact, isn't real.
Yep.
Gas prices are under control. Inflation isn't too bad. Your car didn't get broken into last night. I mean, this is so patently offensive to people who've actually walked around New York City streets. She goes, and crime is down in Democrat states. Do you notice she didn't say cities? Because it doesn't matter who runs the state, it matters who runs the city. If you've got a liberal mayor in a city attacking the cops, you can have Ronald Reagan as the governor. Say crime's going to go crazy. Notice how she said that.
At least one pro-life group is suggesting that Democrats read the U.S. Constitution. Charlie Butts reports.
Democrats in the U.S. House submitted a resolution to the effect that the Food and Drug Administration can override any state laws regarding abortion. That's prompted by the fact that a few pro-life states have banned shipment of chemical abortion pills to residents within the state. Kimberlyn Schwartz of Texas Right to Life tells AFN.
We believe that this is a great overreach over pro-life states. We believe that the federal government is not responsible and does not have the authority to force states to allow people to kill preborn children.
She adds the problem is that Democrats have evidently not read the U.S. Constitution.
So they don't quite know that there is this document that enshrines rights for states to have the authority over issues like abortion. But also, as we move forward in the culture, we have to remember that the unborn child has a right to life, which is also enshrined in the Constitution.
The U.S. Supreme Court ruled the states are responsible for making policy on abortion, which means restricting the delivery of chemical abortion in pro-life states where it's illegal is the realm of responsibility of the state.
At least 14 people were injured in a shooting in Chicago last night. More from Brooks Singman.
Police say the drive-by shooting happened in just a matter of 3 seconds. 14 people were shot, including a 3-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 15-year-old, when two shooters randomly opened fire on a crowd of people gathered for a prayer vigil.
They're all in various conditions between critical and non-life-threatening.
The senseless shooting is just one of many that plagued the Windy City over the weekend, with a total of 35 people shot just between Friday and Sunday.
For American Family News, I'm Rusty Pugh.
There's a story in the Bible about a city God had prepared that a man could run to. when he found himself in trouble, a time of great despair, fleeing from the one who sought his life. And there outside that city he cried unto the keeper and asked if he could enter in. For there he would find safety. Yes, God had made provision, a city of refuge for him. Condemned from the fall of man, I was bound in sin, with a debt to be paid. But God cared for me, and on Mount Calvary the foundation was laid. And on the cross Christ stretched out his hand, that mighty gulf he spanned, and bought my liberty. Now I can run to God's only Son. He is the city of refuge for me.
And one day I ran
to that city of refuge. Though guilty I was, I found shelter in the blood he shed for me. I was condemned, but God showed mercy, and on Calvary God built a city of refuge for me. I was condemned, but God showed mercy, and on Calvary God built a city of refuge for me. I will sing your praises forever. Unto you, O Lord, will I sing. I will sing your praises forever. Unto you, O Lord, will I sing. I will sing of glory and honor. Unto you, O Lord, will I sing. I will sing of glory and honor. Unto you, O Lord, will I sing.
Oh God, you are an amazing God. Every day I will bless your name.
My heart rejoices in you alone. You are worthy of our praise. Mighty things happen when your hand is moved. Every morning your mercy is new. I will sing of mercy and judgment. Unto
Redeemer, all sufficient is your grace. Though the world cannot conceive it, one day I will see your face. I have placed my faith in you and the blood you freely shed for me. Jesus, my Redeemer, Lord and Christ and coming King. Jesus, my Redeemer, walking with me day by day, guarding me through trial and trouble, guiding me along the way. When life's road is far behind me and my final home I see, Jesus, my Redeemer, will walk through heaven's gate with me. There has never been a moment I have feared what lies ahead. Safe within my Savior's keeping, by His Spirit I am led. I will sing of my Redeemer and His wondrous love for me. On the cruel cross He suffered, from the curse to set me free. Jesus, my Redeemer, ever your praises I will sing. Jesus, my Redeemer, Jesus, my Redeemer, Lord and Christ and coming King, coming King.
This is Pastor Robert Buford, pastor of Gospel Light Baptist Church in Charleston, South Carolina. I love the fundamental singing and the preaching coming from that church with a great pastor and a great congregation taking the gospel to the world.
Great is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassions, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever wilt be. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness. with 10,000 beside. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness, morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me.
Their chains were fastened tight down at the jail that night. Still Paul and Silas would not be dismayed. They said it's time to lift our voice, sing praises to the Lord. Let's prove that we will trust Him, come what may. God wants to hear you sing when the waves are crashing round you, when the fiery darts surround you, when despair is all you see. God wants to hear your voice when the wisest man has spoken and says your circumstances as hopeless as can be. That's when God wants to hear you sing. He loves to hear our praise on our cheerful days, when pleasant times outweigh the bad by far. But when suffering comes along and we still sing His songs, that is when we bless the Father's heart. God wants to hear you sing when the waves are crashing round you, when the fiery darts surround you, when despair is all you see. God wants to hear your voice when the wisest man has spoken and says your circumstances as hopeless as can be.